What recourse do you have if a real estate deal goes wrong?
My kind of overarching attitude is like if you've got a willing buyer and a willing seller, then the dispute can almost always be resolved amicably and without really having to spend money and go with your guns blazing. Often, in fact, those parties are willing. It's just there's some information kind of gets jammed in the transit,
Right.
and often disputes are being sort of caused or based on misunderstandings because the parties are not communicating directly. But in the more serious cases, right, with more substantial disagreements, obviously filing a court case, is maybe necessary. And but by now, as I mentioned earlier, the courts have litigated so many of these cases, have adjudicated so many different types of cases, and also the legislation in terms of court practices has also evolved a lot, like leapfrogged. And so now the courts have very tight mandates in terms of how fast they resolve cases, how they resolve them. So the courts are very predictable in terms of what you can expect. It's not true that you just because if it's such a developer, the law or the judgment is going to be against me. That's not at all the case. The courts uphold the law, and they do it well. And there's a lot of precedents that exist to support that, and a lot of the same precedents you can also use